Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, June 28th, and I have the girls, but they've walked over to Denise's house, and they just got out of the pool. They were in the pool most of the morning. Oh, I gotta take that down. Get distracted again. I have my couples dinner tonight. We're going to a place called Apple Annie's, which is just kind of like a, I don't know if you remember in the olden days, I don't know if it was just a Michigan thing, the Clock restaurant or a Ram's Horn or just like a coffee shop, I guess. Kind of serves different kinds of food. So we're going there. I've already picked out what I'm going to have. I'm going to have a chicken Caesar wrap with a cup of soup, and I'm going to have an iced tea. I'm looking forward to it. Once again, thinking about my journey. I don't know why I've been doing that this week, but it's like I'm reminiscent about it. I guess I really got to give myself, I'm really thankful that I lost the 2 pounds last week, and I'm really trying to lose another pound this week so I can get my even 70 and get a little star. But I've always kept a journal. I have like so many journals. Denise knows the rule. When I'm dead and gone, they just go into the fire. Because not that I'm embarrassed about any of them because I haven't said anything nasty, I don't see any, but it's like, it's nice to get your thoughts on paper and go back every once in a while and reflect on them. And so I was going through one of my old journals today, and it was just before I had my knee surgery, and it basically was just telling me how I was feeling, how scared I was about having the surgery, and but how much I knew I had to have it because I couldn't walk. I was walking with a cane, I was parking in the handicapped spots. I was a burden to Jim, and he never complained. Not one time did he ever complain. And like I would be dragging behind and limping along, and it was just, it's the best decision I ever made. Second best decision I ever made was joining Weight Watchers. So, well, you know what? You can always say like getting married was a good decision. I mean, there's so many good decisions in my life, but I'll put that in one of my top 10 good decisions that I made. But I read this one for my birthday. Did you know I'm obsessed with birthdays? I don't know if anybody knew that about me, but I am obsessed with birthdays. I just love birthdays because it's just a time to celebrate you. It's time to celebrate your life. It's all about you. I've told you in the past that when we were little, I didn't realize it at the time, but we were very poor. And my mother couldn't afford a lot of things, so when it was your birthday, that was your day, and everybody had to wait on you. And I was so fortunate because I was the oldest, and I had so many little minions under me. That they had to do whatever I said. So I would get up especially early, and like if I wanted just like this glass of water, I'd say, I want this glass of water, and they'd have to get up from where they were and get that glass of water for me. Now that was your gift, and then you got to pick whatever you wanted for your dinner, and you had to let my mom know like a couple weeks ahead of time, so that I think that so she could budget it in, really, to be honest with you. And she would make whatever you wanted, and you could have whatever kind of cake you wanted, and you could have whatever kind of ice cream you wanted. And that was a real treat. And looking back now, I realize how much my mother struggled, and she always made her birthday special. So I like to pay it forward. But anyway, I found this one that was dated September 7th, '09, because September 7th is my birthday. And it said, "Happy birthday, fatso." Even then I knew I was fat. I weighed 294. That's just disgusting and also scary. I am within 6 pounds of my highest weight of 300 pounds. I am 59 years old today, and even though I am doing bad, today I plan on starting my new life. It's always easy to say tomorrow, but I really mean I'm going to start it tomorrow. You never start a diet on your birthday. I will begin my 60th year, happy, healthy, and thinner. I have 2 new knees, and I plan on using them to exercise and change my life. Tomorrow, my journal goes everywhere I go. I will write down everything that I put in my mouth. I was so dedicated. That was September 7, 2009. So the next entry in my journal, July 13th, 2015. Somehow I didn't write everything down like I said I was. Well, guess what? The journal didn't go everywhere with me since my birthday in 2009. My weight then was 294 pounds. This morning I weighed 304.5 pounds. I'm 10 pounds from my heaviest weight ever of 304. Oh no, I'm at my heaviest weight ever. So obviously I've gained 10 pounds since my birthday in 2009. My birthday is 8 weeks from today, and my goal is to weigh 284. 13 pounds is a reasonable goal. I bought a Fitbit, so Monday I will write down my stats from the previous week. Okay, I said I will put my picture on the next page and hope to weigh 216 by this time next year, so I will be looking at a picture that will make me thinner. And then I never entered in my book again. Not to say that I didn't have other journals, but this was my diet journal. I have a prayer journal, I have a diet journal, I have just a daily activity journal. I just do a lot of journaling, I guess. But I don't get them all fancy with the pictures and stuff like you guys all do. I just write in my book. But I guess that I just decided on December 31st, 2016, enough is enough. And I'm so glad I joined Weight Watchers. And I know it's been a long time. I told you yesterday, 18 months. That's a lot of money because I pay $56 a month. So that's like almost $1,000. But you know what? It was worth every penny of it because I've blown $1,000 on crap, you know, food and stuff. Like I told you, the fast food places would always tempt me, and I would probably, my food budget easily spent almost $200 a week on carry-out food and take-out food and that. So that's almost $1,000 a month anyhow. So it's taken me 18 months to use $1,000 to get me to a healthy being. And I'm really glad that I did. I'm going to make sure that I eat light points today because I want to enjoy my dinner tonight and text. But I'm going to do good. And then tomorrow we're doing Oliver's birthday. And I found that the last time when we did a birthday on a Friday, when I weighed in on Saturday, I didn't have as great a loss as I was hoping. So my plan for tomorrow, because he picked mustacholi, is and we always have a side salad. I'm just going to have my usual salad with some cottage cheese. I'm going to make a plate of mustacholi that I'm going to have for my lunch on Saturday. And I'll just take my slice of cake on Saturday after I get weighed. I know I shouldn't do that, you know, like just skip the cake altogether. But I want to have a true weight loss on Saturday. And I think that if I have like a sodium, because I use garlic salt and, you know, regular salt and things like that in the sauce and the tomatoes and that, it's all really high sodium. And so I really want to get a true weight loss. And then I'm not going to be weighing again for 3 Saturdays. And so I have to have, psychologically, I have to have a loss on Saturday. Because if I don't have a loss on Saturday, I can see that I'm going to steer down the wrong path. And so I know that what I need to do. And, you know, agree with me or not agree with me, that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, I told you yesterday that I was going to talk about the book. I did finish this book, Private Justice. It was funny because it was the only one they had in the library, and I had to order the large print. And Jim was making fun of me because he says, oh my gosh, even without my glasses, I can read it from way over here. But my eyes didn't get as tired, I have to admit, as sad as it is, because, you know, I'm 67 years old, and I'm going to be 68 in September, and the eyes, they're just kind of, I really do think that, you know, like on the 7th day, God rested. I think that because on the 6th day when he was making our bodies, he made the eyes, and he said he was just too tired. Because look around you, how many people have glasses on? You know, it's just, you know, I love God, I love Jesus, but I think he kind of slacked on the eyesight for a lot of people. but you know, he's given me so many other blessings in my life. I can put up with just not having really great eyesight. But the book was excellent. It's part of a 3-part series. Diana Zell had sent me the 3rd part of the book, and then Gina Pearson had told me that it was a series, and so that's why I went to the library, and I can't remember the name of the 3rd book. I don't know if it's in the back of the thing it tells you or what. No, it doesn't tell you in this book, because the large print, they used up so many pages. But I did like this book. The book is about a fire department and a police department. They kind of like, they're all friends, they work together. It's set in Louisiana. It takes place the day before Mardi Gras. And there's a murder, and then there's another murder, and it's just about how they're going to solve it. And it was really a good whodunit because it did have me guessing. And then when I did finally figure it out, I kept, you know, like thinking to myself, how come you can't see that? How come you can't see that? And then towards the end, I thought, well, maybe I didn't figure it out. Maybe I was wrong. We're wrong. I can't believe that. And so I kept thinking, well, you know, maybe it could go this way, it can go that way. And then the character that I really thought it was, because it's usually the least suspecting character. Well, I don't want to give it away. But anyway, it was an excellent book. So it's called Private Justice. I've moved on to the second book. Once again, can't remember the name of it. But when I get finished reading that, I'll let you know how I like that one. And now I'm going to finish cleaning up the house a little bit and then have my breakfast, so, or brunch or lunch, whatever you want to call it. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, it's time for breakfast or lunch, whatever you want to call it. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, the reason people give up is because they tend to look at how far they have to go rather than how far they have come. 24 smart points. I have 2 points for 6 pita chips, 1 point for well, I have actually 16 pepperonis. 16 turkey pepperonis. 1 point for my 1 ounce for my cheese stick, and 0 for my berries, egg, tea, and water. So it's a 4-point breakfast. I still have 20 points left for my dinner. Well, that was David driving. I didn't want to let him know I was filming because he gets distracted very easily. He had just bought an iPhone 10 on the 16th of June, and while he was at work, it got overheated, and it exploded and it cracked. So I called Verizon, and they said if he brought it back within 2 weeks that he can get an exchange. I'm thinking even if it was longer than 2 weeks, a $1,000 phone shouldn't explode after like 12 days. But we went to go return it after I got done eating my dinner, and they were closed. So I'm going to pick them up in the morning, and we're going to go over there in the morning. But I ended up, I had fish and chips. I had 2 pieces of fish and some French fries. I had a cup of soup. I had potato soup. I had a dinner roll and a glass of iced tea. Way, way over my points, but I enjoyed every single bite. But back on track tomorrow. That's what I do. I know. I'm still thinking I might have my pound lost. I really am not overly confident, but pretty confident. So we'll see what happens. I will talk to you guys in the morning. So give this video a big like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow.